Hey guys, welcome to Lucero Makerspace. I'm Jessica, for those who don't know me, and today we're going to make a super simple DIY for any ages, especially when it's all hot and icky outside. You just want to stay inside where it's nice and cool. We are going to make these DIY window clings. Now you can buy like the fancy, and it's good quality, paint that you can actually make and make these beautiful things to decorate your windows. But sometimes it's nice to see what you have around the house to see what you can make. So today, supplies is really super easy. Food coloring, and I have an assorted amount of colors here. Little dishes or a plate, whatever you want to mix your colors in. Um, School glue, you can use the white or the clear. It shows up both ways. Dish soap, some kind of stirring utensils or sticks, Sharpies, and I'll explain those later, and of course a paintbrush. And the key thing is what you're going to paint on it, so your canvas. The sheet protectors are the best things that I've noticed that I experiment with, such as these, and they can be used, and they're going to be cleaned and like you can reuse them, of course. Parchment paper, if you have that, or your classic plastic wrap. But the only thing with the plastic wrap I would do is tape it to your paper with masking tape or painter's tape, just to make sure it's staying nice and tight, because if it's all wrinkly, it's a disaster, believe me. And some other possibilities, we're going to talk about using cookie cutters. If you want to use those, you don't have to. If you want to get online and print some really cute clip art or an old coloring book, you can just grab a page of that. You just want something that is simple design and not too complex. You can go in and use the Sharpie, like over here on the sun. I just went in and made a little smiley face with the Sharpie just to pop up that color and the details, and the same thing over here with the popsicle stick. So that's it. So we're going to do two different kinds, or three different techniques actually. So right here is the recipe, but I'll tell you what it is also, but it's always nice to have it actually in front of you. 2 tablespoons or two big squirts of your school glue, a squirt or two, just little drops of dish soap, or if you want to get the measuring teaspoons out, you can do that. And the color drops, you want to do about 3 to 5 or more for darker colors. So I have my little glue. I'm just going to do a little bit, but you can always do more. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. And you don't want to have your soap that's watered down or anything. You just want clear soap. I have my popsicle sticks over here. And we're going to do this blue. And if you want to be artsy and make your own design, you can just hand draw or just start doodling or painting your creation with your colors that you have. Or if you want to check out doodling with Miss Val, you can bring your creations or your little doodlings from the paper to the window if you want to do those, or like I said, clip art or cookie cutter. So the possibilities are endless, and just use your imagination to decorate your windows. And they do not leave a residue. If they do, it's because it probably wasn't dried completely, and it's an easy clean because you're using really simple items. So I'm going to do a watermelon. So you can put it actually in the sleeve or just on top. And I have to think here. you can just drizzle it like this, or actually get your paintbrush. You kind of want a balance of the thickness because you want to be able to peel it off. And it also depends on how long it dries, is at the thickness of it. These little guys I just did yesterday, and they're pretty much dried except where the eyeballs were. They're drying pretty quickly. So that's like the only time that's the longest part of this activity is the waiting. And you can go in as detailed as possible if you want, or if you're like, this is not coming out to what I want it to be, make something else, or get a paper towel and just wipe it down. So kind of going with this idea, I'm making my own. I want this just a little bit thicker. You want to make sure it's all even as well. And if you have any air bubbles, pop those with just your paintbrush. So there's that. And now I'm going to go in here, grab my other paintbrush. And this is a wonderful activity for any ages, adults, kids. The younger ones, I would just make sure you're watching them. I'm just going to quickly do this. And if you're doing multiple colors, you want to make sure that they're connecting. And you can always let one part of it dry and then come back and do another one, because it may mix. But sometimes those little happy little accents are really cool. So there's that. So I'm just going to let that sit and dry. It may take about 8 to 12 hours or even more. Just depends on the thickness of it. So there's one opportunity for you. And now for July 4th, just around the corner, I'm going to do a star. And the fun part about that, and you can work on mixing your colors if you want, or just, this is the fun part, just dumping it in and seeing how it goes. And this is a really fun activity to mix with colors, like I said. Go with different holidays or themes. I think this would be a really fun activity to do during like snow days when it's all gloomy outside and you're stuck inside, or now being summer, you're stuck inside because it's so hot outside. I'm just going to let that go to the edges. And the only thing about this one with the cookie cutter is I would let it sit for a couple hours and then gently remove the cookie cutter so that the edges will dry. Actually, I don't like how that looks, so I'm just going to add just a little bit more in there to make it look. And that's it, you guys. It's super simple today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And once again, here's the recipe if you guys need that. We'll post this down somewhere for you guys, and hope you guys have a wonderful day. And don't forget to sign up for summer reading programs, and stay tuned to Semi Crafty with the Librarians next at 4 o'clock. See you guys later. Bye.